Okay, hey everyone, this video is going to discuss the Wondroid event, the jump quest, and the hearts involved, as well as the post on the Maple forums stating that they might look at nerfing this jump quest. At the moment, a lot of people are stumbling on the second half of B1, and I think, well, people are probably having difficulty all the way through because it is quite a long jump quest, and it's unfortunate that in order to get the full heart, or the best heart and android, because you can't use the heart without an android, you have to complete the jump quest and unlock the investigation stage, which allows you to farm enough coins in order to buy the heart and the android. So there's two different types of hearts. There's the level 50 Wondroid heart, which is 5 all stat, 1 attack, and you can Star Force it 5 times. I still think it's a decent heart because you can get pretty decent cube potential stats on it if you try hard enough, or if you're lucky enough. Of course, it would be best to get the level 120 heart because it's a higher tier, so you can get better stats on it, and it's also 12 stars, so you can get a better Star Force result on it. Plus, it's 10 all stat instead of 5 all stat, so overall, it's just a better heart. But in order to get that glimmering Wondroid heart, you need to complete the jump quest and farm coins, like I said. You can still get the level 50 heart, don't completely give up on this. Well, hopefully you've been doing the dailies anyway. If you've given up on it altogether, you probably won't be able to get enough coins to begin with in order to buy the heart and the android together. The Wondroid heart, the level 51, costs 400 coins. The android, the one that I'm walking around now, costs 1,000, as do all the others, but you need to continually complete the jump quest to unlock more androids, and the jump quest changes as you complete more of them. So I've managed to get up to B1. I've managed to get all the way through to the door that's blocked, and then you have to turn around and do the whole jump quest in reverse, or you can do the top section, which is just as difficult. I've tried both methods, obviously can't get through it. Some people have been resorting to having other people go on their account and do the jump quest for them. I sort of hesitated that and go, is it really worth risking something you've put a lot of effort into just to get a better heart, and risk that person having all the information to your account? Of course you can change it, but still, once you've given people the main things that relate to your account, it's never really truly safe. So if something were to happen to you further down the track, you've really only got yourself to blame, because yes, you can trust people, but can you really trust someone so much that somewhere down the road, just so you have a falling out, you risk something you've put a lot of time and effort into, and perhaps real money as well. So overall, I do think it's a good event. I do enjoy the amount of detail and somewhat the difficulty of the jump quest. Like, I do like jump quests, but to an extent. I like having a challenge and learning how to do it, but the second half of B1 is a real pain in the ass, and I just decided that I'm happy to settle with the level 50 heart because this Night Lord doesn't have a heart whatsoever. My Xenon on Belokin has a heart that I have scrolled and potentialed, so I don't need to worry about getting one on there. This character I look as more of a casual thing. I enjoy farming and everything, but it's not like I want to work up towards doing like a Lotus solo or something like that. It's more of just I've always wanted a Night Lord, let's make one, let's try and get it as good as we can get, but if I hit parts where I can't get the best equip for it, I'm not going to worry about it. So if Nexon does nerf the event, like I mentioned, there's a post on the Maple forum. I'll include the link in the description if you want to have a look at it. A small number of people voted on it, so I'm not going to say that it's a full census of the community, but I feel like there's enough people stating that they're unhappy with the difficulty of this event in order to get an equip, especially on Reboot where you can't buy hearts elsewhere. It's a bit frustrating. If this were to be my main, I'm sure I'd be a lot more annoyed about it. I'd rather just comment on it and voice what my opinion is. What I think Nexon should do, I don't think they should nerf it altogether. I think having it as difficult as it is, it's a real achievement for people who are managing to complete it. I think it's bad when you see that. Not that I'm criticizing anyone who puts up a video criticizing the event, but I think it's bad on Nexon's behalf if they've put out an event like this. Yes, I know it came out in KMS first, and it's helpful to have all those videos on how to complete each stage, but it's bad when there's people, prominent YouTubers who a lot of people look up to, with, I know Zero put up his video that was about 4.5 hours long. It was a stream highlights video of him doing the whole thing. It's about 4.5 hours long. He does manage to complete it, but I'm not saying he was criticizing it, but the thumbnail and everything makes it look like it's a bad event. I don't think it's a bad event. I think it's nice to be able to get a heart and everything, but I can understand why he called it hell. To go over what I just said, this is the review of the review video for a number of reasons. One, because I think I said this the wrong way, and two, I've finished the jump quest since, so I think I should add something onto the end of this video just to sort of sum everything up. But I wasn't criticizing Zero for the 4.5 hours of the highlight video. I was more saying that from my interpretation of how it went, it seemed extremely frustrating and almost like a great waste of time, trying to do this entire jump quest just to start farming coins. And then by the caption of Wondroid hell, I just figured it was something that wasn't enjoyable. So then, I just thought it was bad for Nexon that they brought out an event that not everyone is going to enjoy, especially when everyone was so excited about being able to gain this heart. So that's why I sort of put it that way, because I was thinking it was bad for Nexon that it was being portrayed, and kind of felt like, in my own personal experience as well, that it was a really painful event to do. So here is the comment that Zero left on the original video. I'm not deleting the original video, I've just unlisted it. I'll leave it in the description for people to go back and watch it if they want to. But this is pretty much what he said, and this is what his feelings about the actual doing the jump quest for the first time and everything, which I completely understand, and I should have actually gotten something from him before referencing him like that. I just kind of chucked it in there because that's just in my mind what I was thinking before. Like, I didn't watch the stream live, I watched the highlight video of it afterwards just to see how he went and everything, and my impression of it was, just by how frustrating it looked, it just didn't look very enjoyable. I'll now go over some of the other comments on the videos. Instances says that it's an easy jump quest, that it should be easily done by everyone. I think that the people that are more inclined to jump quests have done them in the past and are just generally good at those sorts of things in all sorts of games will enjoy them. Other people who are just more used to questing or kill and collect will find it more difficult. Jonathan is questioning why I want everything in Maple to be easy. I don't think that everything in Maple should be easy and just handed to you. I just think that when you expect everyone to be able to do a jump quest in order to get a special item like a heart, it's putting a lot of pressure on people that might not put as much time into the game. I've seen comments in my alliance where people have been spending 10 hours straight trying to do it, and I just don't think that's right. You really shouldn't be putting people through that sort of stuff. Anime Beef Randoms says that you can't get the Android if you don't do the jump quest. You can purchase the heart. So what I was referencing before in terms of getting 1.4k coins in order to get the lower level heart, I'm not sure whether you can get the Android or not. We might need to look to KMS to see if anyone's able to do that, since we haven't passed enough days in order to buy it. But I still think that if that is true, that you can't get the Android without doing the jump quest, then it makes it even harder for people to just gain even the lower level stuff. Energy Rules doesn't want it nerfed because it's the sort of feeling where everyone should go through the same thing, but I think if they've made it too extreme, then it should be winded back a little bit, or just altered a little bit, just to make it a little bit easier for other people to get coins. But yeah, I can share that feeling of the amount of time spent trying to do it. I think Septic raises an interesting point here where he thinks there should just be save points, especially in B1. Like if you get to the first door that's a false door, it should save you there, and then you should go back to it when you fail in the other part. I think that would save people some time, because you've got to go through the whole effort of doing it all over again in terms of the first part. But then as instances point out, that is a nerf, but yeah, it's making it easier, but is it really making it that much easier? It's just saving people time. So yeah, thank you to the people who commented on the previous video, but I'll go back to the point that I was making in the original video, where I feel like there should be one entry for investigations for everyone. You can get 5 entries after you finish the jump quest. I think it's fair to give everyone one until they finish the jump quest, and then just give them the opportunity to at least farm some coins each day. Like, if you think about it, if you could farm 100 coins with one entry, that would give you enough to get both the Android and the top tier heart. If you can buy the Android without having to complete the jump quest, that's something to be looked at, but I still think that would make it fair for everyone. And yeah, if they combine that with the 3 30-minute quests to hold the battery and then the kill 300 monsters quest, you'd have enough coins to benefit from this event as well, without having to complete the hard jump quest that people are spending a lot of time on. So yeah, I guess that's the point that I'm trying to raise here, that if Nexon were to present people with a number of options rather than just the one where you have to go through the jump quest and finish it, especially if it is true that you can't buy the Aster-oid Android without actually finishing the jump quest, then that's a real problem. But I think people should have multiple paths to choose from. You know, they can either choose the really hard route, to put it in bossing terms, you know, you can use the Chaos Vellum route where you have to go through the jump quest and finish the entire thing, and then you're on easy street in terms of farming the coins. Or you can do the harder route in terms of daily usage, where you have to farm each and every day in order to get coins, or you might risk missing out altogether. So that's just kind of my view on it. I think it's difficult to put people in a position where it's just like, you have to do this thing or you won't get it at all. It just kind of steps on people and they are disadvantaged just because they can't do a jump quest. And yeah, I just think in order to make this game enjoyable for everyone, they just need to have alternative paths for people to take. You know, some people like the androids that are available, so make the jump quest, you know, what it is in order to get those extra androids, and then people can get the value out of doing that. But then otherwise, if you're like me and just want the android and the heart, and you don't really care about what it looks like, just farm enough coins to just get that. But yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.